these teams.
First half, 1 minute.
In the first half, this one will ricochet off of Nicholas Azanov and out of bounds, and Westfall will pick it up and send it deep, headed back out towards midfield. Whitfield doesn't get a good touch on that one. Too far out in front of him, and Westfall comes up with it. Whitfield trying to take it away from Matone, kicks it out of bounds. Westfield will send it up, looking for Legas. And that's cleared out of the way, and now Bettine with 2 to beat, and they call it an offsides. Boy, it sure looked like Bondi was behind Bettine there. He doesn't understand the call. It would have been a 1 against 3, but still an opportunity for the goal scorer Bettine to have an opportunity. Now a ball loose in the box, and coming off his line is Klein Prince. As Atone Legas were right there to try to clean that one up, but Klein Prince was able to come off of his line and scoop that one up. So dangerous area to have that ball bouncing around for Southwest Minnesota Christian. And Jake Bettine still trying to get an explanation from our assistant referee how that could have been offsides. He thought he might have had a step on the 3 Maranatha defenders, but the flag came up and offsides, whistled the play down, turned it over for an opportunity for Maranatha Christian to actually have a chance to take the lead going into halftime, but Christoph Kleinprinz hustled off of his line and scooped that ball up and kept this at a 1-1 ball game as we hit halftime. So that'll give us an opportunity here to take a halftime break on the Neighborhood Sports Network. Thank some of our tremendous sponsors. You're watching the Minnesota State High School Class A Boys Soccer Tournament on the exclusive streaming partner of the Minnesota State High School League, the Neighborhood Sports Network.
Supporters of the Minnesota State.
Star Tribune covers high school sports as passionately as you live them. Don't miss a beat on the games you love. Check out Star Tribune all day, every day for the latest prep news, scores, and so much more.
Fast and flexible care. Count on the urgency room for expert medical care when you need it most. Visit us in person. Broken bone, chest pain? We're in Eagan, Vadnais Heights, or Woodbury. Online care. Sinus infection? Strep throat? We offer easy online care. Major to minor, we can provide the level of care you need. Visit urgencyroom.com. Mobile check-in now available.
Join our team while supporting yours. The all-new Neighborhood Sports Network, NSPN.TV, is looking for camera operators and broadcasters for our live game streams. The atmosphere of sporting events can't be beat. Be a part of the action with flexible scheduling and guaranteed game rate pay. If you're a student or adult looking for an opening into the world of sports media, or to just make a little extra cash, send us an email at jobs@nspn.tv. Welcome to the neighborhood.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Get it. Well, we're up 3-2 in the third. All right, halftime here at Monticello High School. First round quarterfinal action in the boys Class A state soccer tournament. Winner of this one moves on to the semifinals. They'll face the winner of the St. Paul Academy and Summit Schools, the 4 seed in the tournament, and the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders, the 5 seed in the tournament, in the semifinals. Tuesday, November 1st, next Tuesday, at US Bank Stadium. Second semifinal to follow. That will be the 2 seed, Pine Island Zumbrota Mazeppa, against unseeded St. Anthony Village. And then Rochester Lord, the 3 seed, playing against Legacy Christian Academy, unseeded champions of 7A, to set up the 2 semifinal matchups on November the 1st. Had good weather here tonight. No wind really to affect the game. The flag is starting to move a little bit more than it was earlier in the game, but more of a crosswind, so I don't think either team is going to have an advantage. In the wind department. Checking to see if we can come up with some scores here. And so St. Anthony Village with the upset of Zumbrota Mazeppa. That game took place at 5:30 in Edina. So the unseeded Huskies of St. Anthony Village move on with a 1-0 victory. St. Paul Academy, SPA, no problem with St. Cloud Cathedral. 6-0 win for SPA in that one. So they await the winner of this one. The 4th seed, SPA, move on with a big 6-0 victory over Cathedral. Again, we are tied at 1 here in this one. So For Rochester Lords, it was Legacy Christian with the upset win over Rochester Lord. So the 2 seed and the 3 seed in this Class 1A tournament have been knocked out. 1-0 victory by St. Anthony Village over Zumbrota Mazeppa, and a 1-0 victory by Legacy Christian knocks out the 3 seed Rochester Lord. So certainly Maranatha hoping to keep that trend going of unseeded teams knocking off the seeded teams. So far the result here in Class A, the 4 seed St. Paul Academy was able to get a win over the seeded number 5 seed St. Cloud Cathedral, but down in that bottom half of the bracket, unseeded St. Anthony Village knocks out the 2 seed Pine Islands and Zumbrota Mazeppa, and the unseeded Legacy Christian Academy knocks out the number 3 seed Rochester Lord. That'll set up a matchup of 2 unseeded teams, St. Anthony Village and Legacy Christian. So we will have 1 unseeded team for sure in the finals of this Class A tournament. And now you've got the upstart Maranatha Christian Academy Mustangs, I'm sure, gaining more and more momentum as this game continues to move along, and they stay right in this ball game.
Wells Fargo, a proud supporter of this tournament. Also, fans, don't forget to scan the QR code.
So we are winding things down here in this first half and halftime. And Southwest Christian, the Stars, are out there. They're lined up ready to go. They can't wait to get this one going. They opened up the scoring off a header, off a corner kick by Sam Whitfield. But then a mistake
second half of state quarterfinal action
by their goaltender, Christoph Kleinprinz. He took a soft pass back to him inside the box, and instead of getting anything on his pass attempt, his clearing attempt, he whiffed on it basically, and Tolly Leguess was right there for Maranatha Christian. All he had to do was touch the ball once, get around Kleinprinz, and softly just dribble the ball across that goal line to the back of the net. Tied things up at a goal apiece, and that's where we stand with 40 seconds showing on this second half clock. Maranatha Christian will get the ball to start. They'll send it in. It's headed back out. Atone battles for it. Cleared away from him. Dimitriev comes up with it, but now Southwest Christian gains control. They get it into the center to their goal scorer, Whitfield. Cam looks cross field and finds Bettine. Good turn by Bettine. Having to be careful here will be Grady Bondi. He's got 1 yellow card already. Can't afford another one. Try to send it deep in for Albert Backlund, but Grant Bennett comes off of his line and comes out of the goal and scoops that one up, keeps it away from Backlund, sends it deep, and now we're going to get a foul going against Leguess as he battled against Beckering on that long clearing attempt. And our official will come and have a word with Leguess, tell him why the infraction was called. They'll send it in. That's headed out by Grayson Rennie. Excuse me. And a foul again going against Leguess. So Leguess just a little overly aggressive here to start the second half. And Cam will trigger it in from just inside of the midfield stripe. Sends it wide, giving chase is Sam Whitfield, but he's not going to be able to catch up with that one. It's going to go out past the end line, and it'll be a goal kick for Bennett of Maranatha Christian. We are just under 2 minutes into this Second half, tied up at a goal apiece. Kobelish has it at midfield. Tries to headman it for Backlund, but that's knocked away by Maranatha Christian, and they'll get it out. It deflects off of a Stars player, and so it'll be a throw-in for Dimitriov of Maranatha Christian. Tries to get it to Leguess, and that goes off the foot of a defender for Southwest Minnesota Christian. They've got Leguess completely surrounded. There are 4 different Stars standing around Toli Leguess. And it's left-footed out of there by Marcus Banagas. Banagas is able to gain control with the left foot. Long lead pass for Bettine. This one's onside. Bettine is able to shake around one defender, gets around a second. Now is double teamed and has it knocked away, but it comes onto the foot of David Kobelish. And going down to make the save is Grant Bennett on the shot. So Bettine went in 1 against 2. He was able to shake off Grady Bondi. At one point, Gresson Rennie was there as well, and the ball just kind of squirted loose. There to pick it up, get a good shot on the ground was David Kobelish. But again, Bennett was there to make the save. Now Bettine waiting to be onside. He is, but a good job coming back by Gresson Rennie to take it off the foot of Jake Bettine. So Bettine timed his run perfectly there, stayed onside. But just a good defensive play by Gresson Rennie to come back and take that ball off the foot of Bettine and thwart a potential scoring opportunity for the dangerous Jake Bettine. The ball did get kicked out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in after the substitution by Southwest Minnesota Christian. They throw it towards the goal. Rennie is able to head it out of there. Comes to Lucas Engler. He drops it off for Beckering. Beckering sends it towards the top of the box. Nobody there. Now they get it off to Dimitriov. Beckering will send it right back in, but that's just going to trickle over the sideline and out of bounds. Again, Maranatha Christian just kind of hanging around in this one. Each tick of that clock gives them an opportunity to maybe take advantage of a defensive mistake by Southwest Christian and put a little even more pressure on this top seed in Class 2A. Whitfield goes down. He takes the foul from Logan Coleman. Coleman gets a little talking to from our field official. Coleman, the junior. Now the official has a word with Whitfield. And Evan Vick says, enough talking. Let's put this ball in play. He sends it in towards the Maranatha end, but sent right back out. Now Leguess kind of bounces around between him and Beckering. Leguess steals the pass intended back for Beckering. Cam comes back defensively, gets it to Kobelish. He tries to head it up for Bettine. Bettine able to get around Rennie. Leaves it off for Banagas. Banagas with the left foot off the crossbar and trickles over towards our official on the far side. And he says throw in for Maranatha Christian. So the left foot of Banagas tried to label the upper right corner, but it just ricocheted off of the crossbar and went over to an empty corner and out of bounds. So a throw in for Maranatha Christian. It's headed up, and it's going to go off the head of Leguess. He can't believe the call. He thought that was off a Southwest Christian star. They'll go into the corner. Dangerous crossing opportunity here, but it's a little bit too far away from the goal. Pushing in from the defense is Engler. Can't keep it in. Now Cam will fight Leguess for it. Cam controls. Cam is able to get around Dimitriov. Now makes another man miss. That's a Tone. Cam continues with possession. Tone puts a couple of hands on him, no call. Center in the middle looking for Banagas with the left foot. Banagas just a little bit late to get to it, but it's saved out there. Right foot. Whitfield doesn't make good solid connection with that one. Really went for the chip there, and I think he might have been trying to better off to hook that one up towards that upper right-hand corner of the goal, but instead tried to kind of chip it that way and didn't make solid contact off of his foot. And it ended up going out of bounds off the end line, so a goal kick coming for Maranatha Christian. It comes out to midfield. And player goes down. So Stars fans want to call, but the official says play on. Bondi will kick it out of bounds off the foot of Bettine. And it'll be a throw in. Get it to Cam in the middle. Cam is three-teamed. He just kind of put it in the middle, right in the heart of the Maranatha defense. There was no Southwest Christian star there to get it, so cleared out by Maranatha Christian, and now off the left foot of Kobelish. That ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be a throw in for Maranatha. Whitfield springs Bettine. He's onside, and Bettine will make no mistake with this one. They finally got Bettine onside. Good find by Sam Whitfield. He just let him, and Bettine saw the goaltender, Grant Bennett, coming out towards him, so he just snuck it underneath the left side of Bennett coming out of the goal. Found the back of the net, and Southwest Christian has regained the lead here at 2-1, 31-23 remaining on the clock. So 8 minutes and 37 seconds into this second half. It is the Southwest Christian Stars who retake the lead at 2-1. So the way they were trying to spring Bettine, you figured eventually they were going to get one onside, and good timing on the run by Bettine and a great find by Sam Whitfield in the middle of the field, and able to basically see the move by the goaltender Bennett. Bettine, the goal scorer, 35th on the year for Jake Bettine. He's not going to miss many opportunities like that. And on the biggest stage here at the state tournament, the junior forward makes no mistake, puts it away, and gives the Stars now a 2-1 lead. Maranatha Christian comes back. Get it down into the Southwest Christian end. They got to throw in on the far side. Dmitriev will go to the left foot, and a whistle comes, and it looks like may have had an offside call, or Dmitriev just lost the ball out of bounds off of his foot. In either case, it's possession for Southwest Minnesota Christian. Spun back in. Will be picked up by Engler. Engler to Whitfield. Whitfield finds Kobelish in the middle. Kobelish spins away from a couple of defenders. Back to Whitfield. He's got some open space. He sends one up for Bettine, and a big collision between Bennett and Bettine. Bennett, the goaltender, absolutely took the worst of that one. They kind of met at the ball. Can't really blame Bettine there. He was just going hard after the ball. Bennett, coming out off of his line, was also going for that ball. They collided, and it was basically a decleat of the goaltender, Grant Bennett, but our official says no card coming, no foul. Possession just will go to Bennett and Maranatha, and they clear it out of there. They now get it deep And a long shot coming from Logan Coleman. Hooks wide of the goal. So a goal kick now for Christoph Kleinprinz, who has to feel a whole lot better about that goal by Jake Bettine to give his team the lead back, because really it was a misplay of the ball in the most dangerous part of the zone of the field by Kleinprinz that gave Maranatha Christian their goal in this game. So very happy to see his teammate reclaim the lead for him. Now Dimitriev tries to shake on Whitfield. Leguess going up against Evan Vick, and Vick wins that battle. Gets it to Whitfield, and a big collision there as well. And the official with the whistle now is going to bring it. He was going to allow advantage there for Maranatha, but coming up from behind, Isaac Doherty just ran right up the back of Sam Whitfield. And Whitfield's trying to demonstrate to the official that Doherty came and just lowered his shoulder into him. And now our official is going to go over and talk with the side official to see if maybe a yellow card should be administered to Isaac Doherty. Happened right in front of us here in our vantage point in the press box, and it really did look like Doherty just put a bullseye on the back of Sam Whitfield and just ran right over him. The card is out, so our official just has to find the right player. He points the finger at Doherty. Doherty's reluctantly going to come over and take his comeuppance. We'll see. It looked like I saw the yellow card. Yes, the yellow card finally comes up. So our field official really likes to go and explain everything in detail to the players when there is somewhat of a questionable call. And there with the yellow card, Isaac Doherty is going to have to come off. And it looks like we're going to get a substitute. Now again, they're going to want an explanation over there on the sidelines. Our official will go over, and looks like he's having a word with Darren Kaiser, the head coach from Southwest Christian, before he saunters over and talks to Andy Bellini, the head coach for Maranatha. This is all going on with 27 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in this second half clock. A goal by Jake Bettine, 8 minutes and 37 seconds into this second half, has given Southwest Minnesota Christian the lead. And now the official is going to talk to one of the assistant coaches of Southwest Minnesota Christian. So everybody's had their explanation. Our official's going to work his way back out towards the middle of the field. It's going to be a free kick at the 40-yard line, so 50 yards away from the goal for Cam. He sends it in high. Bennett comes and is able to just grab that one. Nobody really there for Southwest Minnesota Christian. Cam might have wanted to send that one more across the field in front of the goal. Got that one to the side of the goal, and Bennett was easily able to handle it, and that's going to allow an opportunity. A Tone on the far side with Leguess. Two defenders there for Southwest Minnesota Christian, and they are able to come up with the ball. They get it in the middle of the field to Banagas. Banagas goes across to Engler. He'll reset things, give it to Vick. Vick looks for Bettine. Bettine then plays a little two-man game with Engler. Up for Kobelish. Kobelish and Rennie fight for it. Rennie actually wins that ball. Gets sent in, but right there to garner control is Azanov for Minnesota, Southwest Minnesota. They get it over. Azanov then heads it up for Cam. Cam fakes a long boot, and the good move. Tries to spring Bettine again. He is being hawked all over the field by Grady Bondi. Every time Jake Bettine turns around, he sees the white headband of Grady Bondi attached right to him. So Maranatha Christian definitely trying to play the defense. Now a great ball here, and again off of his line, blocking Andrew Perry for the third time is Grant Bennett. Excellent ball in through by Marcus Banagas. And on the run, Andrew Perry had an opportunity, but Bennett, well out of his goal and off his line, was able to block that one down. So that's the third different time now tonight that it looked like Perry might have an opportunity at an open goal, but Bennett was there for the save. And it chipped back in by Caleb Johnson, and now Bettine on the run. Bondi and Rennie are there. Sliding tackle by Westfall, but it comes onto the left foot of Banagas. Banagas can't get much on that one. A little disappointed in himself. Banagas had a lot of goal to shoot at there, but just couldn't quite get enough on that left foot and shot it wide. And it'll be a goal kick for Maranatha. 25 minutes remaining here in half number 2. Bettine has it in the heart of the defense. Rennie comes out, knocks it off his foot. Westfall is able to clear, but Cam sends it back in. Good job defensively by Dimitrov. Take that one away from Cam, but Cam gets it back in the middle. Now Perry sends it out, and being taken down is Banagas. And they're actually going to say Banagas committed the foul there against Atone of Maranatha Christian. So it'll be a free kick coming for the Mustangs. We approach 24 minutes remaining here in this one. Tight game, 2-1. The leading goal scorer for Southwest Minnesota Christian, Jake Bettine, his second half goal. Broke a 1-1 halftime tie, but now a throw in deep in the Southwest Christian end. And Grayson Rennie will trigger it in. He's looking for Legas, but that was headed away by Engler, but out the end line. So we're going to see our first corner kick of the game for Maranatha Christian here after they get a substitute in. All right, so substitution into the game and corner kick coming. Again, we're a long ways away from that opposite sideline to see these orange numbers. Try to get that sub into the game for you. It's a low kick, and getting a foot on it was Legas. Hit some traffic out in front. Bettine tries to spin away from Bondi, can't do so. Now they'll get it to Bettine. Good play back to Whitfield. Whitfield has some space. He's got Westfall to beat, and an offside call coming here against Southwest Minnesota Christian. And they'll bring it back, and they're not going to say outside. They're going to say the ball went out of bounds. So Whitfield was unable to take that return pass from Bettine and keep it in bounds. Late whistle coming as the assistant referee was waving his flag, trying to get the attention of the field official who has the whistle. Headed back out, Bettine. Good turn by Banagas. Banagas tries to lead one for Bettine. He gets there, but again, Bondi and Rennie are there. Bettine can't believe there's no call coming there. But actually, that looked like a good defensive play by Gress and Rennie as they raced for that ball. Bettine looking for a call, but doesn't get one. I say good call by the official there. Kind of let them play, let the players decide this one. Now Dimitriev with a couple of good moves. He sends one in, it comes right onto the foot, and a goal! Maranatha Christian has tied this one up. Dimitriev took a shot, it deflected off of the defender, Evan Vick, and came right onto the foot for Maranatha. Trying to get that number here for you with a tying goal. He's going to come over and give me a good look at it. That's number 12, Tevin Asigo.
Scoring for the Mustangs, number 12, Kevin
Asiego, the freshman midfielder, has tied this game up. 21 minutes, 11 seconds remain in the game, so quick turn of events there. Jaden Dimitriev made a good move, took a shot, it deflected off the defender, Evan Vick, and right onto the foot of Tevin Asiago, and he made no mistake, beat Christoph Kleinprinz and tied this game up at 2 goals apiece. So it's a fresh start here, just under 21 minutes remaining. And the Maranatha Christian Mustangs just won't go away in this one. Whitfield has it in the middle, gets it to Bettine. Bettine, left side to Engler. Engler with the shot, that hit off of Rennie. And Bondi is there as well. Back to Engler. Header comes across, and collision. And looking for a foul was Marcus Banagas as he got in ahead of Gresson Rennie. Tried to take that header and left-footed in. He went down hard, but our official says no foul. Play on. Goal kick coming for Maranatha Christian. It'll be Joseph Westfall who will take it. Get it out to midfield, so a little frustration being shown here by Southwest Minnesota Christian, asking for some calls to be made. I think they need to just keep their head down and keep plodding away and try to get one back here. Right now, they just keep trying to think that they're going to make the special play and get a foul called, and this ref apparently is definitely in the mode of letting these players decide this game. If it's dramatic and obvious, probably going to get the call, but anything 50-50 is going to be play on, it appears, with our middle official here. Now Cam has it knocked off of his foot. Has to be played by Evan Vick. Leguess was there lurking. Now they try to head it up for Leguess. He and Vick collide. And it's going to be a throw-in, it looks like, or see if we got a foul or if the ball just went out of bounds for a throw-in. I think we're going to have a throw-in after a couple of substitutes enter the game here. And we get another substitution coming in for Maranatha. So they've done a little bit more substituting here in the second half, trying to keep these legs a little bit more fresh. They've also picked up a couple of yellow cards, which required them to make the substitution. Now the throw-in misses everybody and goes out the end line. So it's going to be a goal kick for Christoph Kleinprinz. Maranatha Christian found themselves behind 1-0, tied it up at a goal apiece, found themselves down 2-1. But Tevin Asiago tied it up at 2 apiece. And the ball is in the Southwest Minnesota Christian zone. Doherty has it. Whitfield battles him. Spinning is Perry, and he gets taken down by Leguess. And a foul against Leguess will give the free kick to Cam, and this one's probably just going to go too far. Headed by Rennie. I thought he should have let that one go. His goalkeeper could have easily played that. Instead now, Bettine sends it, and a sliding save of that centering pass by Bettine by Westfall, but he kicks it out the end line, and that's going to set up a corner kick opportunity for Southwest Minnesota Christian. They've been dangerous on these corner kicks, but this one goes right into the hands of Grant Bennett. And as we hit 17 minutes remaining here in half number 2, it's a 2-2 ball game. And Maranatha Christian, the unseeded, under 500 record coming in, have given the Southwest Minnesota Christian Stars everything they can handle and more up to this point. Now in the middle of the field, Banagas heads it for Bettine. His left-footed shot is gobbled up by a retreating Grant Bennett. So Bennett looked like he was going to maybe come out and try to play that ball, but when he saw it was going away from him and Bettine had a better angle for it, he started backpedaling towards his goal, and it's a good thing that he did, because the shot from Bettine was labeled for the right side of the net, but Bennett was there to make the save, and now again Whitfield tries to spring Bettine, but he can't do it. It's off the foot of Grady Bondi and out of bounds. And it looks like Grady Bondi now is down, or no, this is Westfall with a cramp, trying to get some help from one of his teammates to stretch that cramp out. It's definitely a cool night. And Westfall is going to trot his way over to the sideline and see if he can't loosen up that cramp a little bit. So that'll bring a substitute into the game, even though it is a throw for Southwest Christian because of the potential safety of the player. Dimitriev will return to the game for Joseph Westfall, and the throw-in comes to Whitfield. Ball bounces around and onto the foot of Dimitriev. He clears it out to center midfield. Cam, it's in the middle to Banagas. Banagas spins. His shot is blocked down by Doherty. Ball ricochets up in the air. Bondi tries to play it. Banagas has it. And Banagas is getting taken down just outside of the box. So a foul coming against Bondi again. Bondi has to be careful. He's already got a yellow card in this game. Another yellow card would remove him from this game, and Maranatha would have to play a man down the rest of the way. But still a dangerous spot on the field here for the dangerous Jake Bettine. He goes in the middle, and it ricochets off the foot of Cam. Slow enough with